Hey, what up, guys? Welcome back to another Madden 25 ranked video. Today, our featured artist is Lupe the Fiasco. I'm also facing the Indianapolis Colts. I'm at Panthers as always. Got a tough bout against Andrew Luck and Reggie Wayne, T.Y. Hilton. Those guys have some great offensive powers. Defensively, they got Robert Mathis, who can cause a little bit of destruction. There's always a little bit comparison between Cam and Andrew Luck. I don't like comparing quarterbacks out of different classes until we got a couple more years. I mean, what's this? Luck's coming into his third year. Cam's going into his fourth year. Let's give about 2-3 more years, and then we can start comparing quarterbacks. Who Cam can be compared to is Colin Kaepernick, as he was drafted the same year, and all the other quarterbacks drafted that year pretty much out of the picture. Russell Wilson, RG3, and Andrew Luck are the quarterbacks that are compared to, if you're going to compare young careers, as they were drafted in the same draft. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the video. This is a close, nail-biting game, and it's going to take 2 parts to finish. So don't forget to check out part 2 if you want to see how this game ends. Without further ado, let's get into the gameplay. My opponent wisely kicks the ball off to me to start the game off. Most people do, because getting the ball back at second half is really good help, especially if you're down. You can start mounting a comeback if you try to get a touchdown in a 2-minute drill, and then start the next half off with the ball. When starting off the game, I wanted to establish a run, but I saw he pressed his cornerbacks up, so I pretty much put in the max protect and threw Steve Smith on the streak to see if he'll beat the press and get open over top. I'm not really worried about the safety who beats the press off the line, because he'll be open in that corner screen, but he doesn't. He gets pressed pretty hard. I just roll out with Cam, get some dirt serves, and get up there for a 28-yard game, and I end up establishing a run on the first play like I wanted to in the first place. Next play, I want to continue with the run. There's no reason to throw yet. I got a big gainer with Cam. He knows I'm willing to throw in the first place, and he knows I'm willing to tuck it away and run it. So I'll try to hit him off with a counter, see if he'll over pursue. And look at that. D'Angelo running around blocks, weaving through people, and gets up the field for a nice gainer. Gets caught, one of the last people. It's probably, now I'm smelling the end zone. I'm feeling it. I feel like I can probably get in the end zone, probably 3-4 more plays. I'm trying to get Steve Smith with a nice in route here, or maybe even get underneath. He gets pressed. I'm not really feeling it, so I let out D'Angelo. Nobody covered him out there. Gets up there for a nice gainer. Probably could have got the first down, but I tried the back juke and get in there. But here I'm going to try to hit Smith for this first down with a quick little hitch route. See what my opponent answers there. Try to get myself some more yards, but Steph ends up being wide open. Eat some dirt as you look at 89 on his back, and he's into the end zone. And I start off the game with a nice little touchdown to go ahead and put pressure early off against the Colts, and then my opponent to try to answer back. She gets a nice screen here and gets up the field for about 29-yard gain to answer. Now I'm wondering, is he going to answer back quickly? Is he going to come right back down the field and score a touchdown on me like I did to him? As he gets a nice run here with Trent Richardson, which is probably the biggest run of Trent Richardson's career. Because we all know that trade didn't work out very well so far. Because you know, he still has time. He tries to run it again here, and he gets a couple of yards, not much. Just 3 yards, held him there as he tries to stretch it out. And so stretch plays used to work, but I think he put a patch in or something. I don't see him working that well anymore. It used to almost be impossible to cover by yourself, or to let the computer cover. You have to cover him by yourself. As he continues to run the rock, which is weird because he has Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck is a good quarterback in the game, obviously, as the media has flaunted over him. I feel like they went from one quarterback to another. They went from Tim Tebow, and now we have Andrew Luck, and that's all they talk about. But my opponent's driving up the field. He is actually getting some good runs when he does run. He got a screen earlier, and man, what is wrong with my guys right now? Why can I not get Trent Richardson down? He's got 3 runs for 22 yards. Here, he's doing a wildcat, and I was like, yes, a run play that I can cover. As I stop him on basically at the line of scrimmage, I meet him. If I would have been able to take over a linebacker in time, I could have stopped him before he even got to the line of scrimmage. But that holds my opponent to 3rd and 1, and here I'm expecting a quarterback sneak, and I go to take out Andrew Luck and let Trent Richardson get in for the first down. I was expecting to have backup there so I can just head straight for the quarterback. I almost took the handoff there and just couldn't make the play. Tries the screenplay here, and I sniffed this one out like a snake in the grass, putting him behind the line, hitting him behind the line for a 3-yard loss, putting him in second and goal with 13 yards to go. And I feel like maybe we can hold him to a field goal. And right before he gets sacked, he throws a bullet in there for a touchdown. And now the game's tied. And that was probably bad coverage for me, bad call on myself. I called soft zones, knowing that safety wouldn't be able to cover all that back end zone, but I thought the soft zones would be able to cover into the end zone also, but obviously someone moved up. So now here I am on my second drive of the game, trying to answer back because it's tied. He actually started me out with a sack here, so 2nd and 19. And I'm looking at our Greg Olsen here, and I see the linebacker jump up, so I throw it right to Greg Olsen, and he catches a nice little pass in there to make it 3rd and 2. And now I got a manageable 3rd down to make, which I'm going to run it. I'm going to try to hit this left side. This is a nice the buck sweep is a nice run play for situations like this, especially since he has the middle crowded. So I'm going to go off to the right, and D'Angelo gets a nice little gain out here as he's got blockers everywhere, and if I could have just got a couple, a little bit better blocks, I probably could have busted it up there for a touchdown, as he probably run committed to the middle. I wasn't quite sure, but I ended up having to punt that drive, and now my opponent has the ball again. He's in the 2-minute drill, but here he's running. You know, in Madden, 2-minute drill really doesn't start until about a minute in. A minute into the 2-minute, after the 2-minute warning. But he's running with Trent Richardson. He's been really solid on keeping his run game in there, and he throws a nice dime over the top, which my safety got there a split second late and couldn't jar the ball loose. I go into a soft zone, probably try to cover the middle myself, looking after Trent Richardson to get the screen, and he runs a sweep to the right side, which I wasn't really prepared for myself to use a cover, but my cornerbacks bail me out there and gets a tackle, and he's really solid on running the ball, even though he's in the 2-minute warning. He tries another screen there, and I sniffed it out, and then he tried going over the middle to Reggie Wayne, which Luke Kuechly was there. Probably should have had the interception, but he just knocked it down. But here my opponent tries to catch me off guard with a draw play, and luckily Kuechly and the cornerbacks were over there to stop him after a 4-yard gain, because I did pass commit, assuming he was going to throw. But he did go forward on 4th down here. I guess assuming that he was going to be able to stop me from scoring even if he didn't get it. I only have one timeout, so I guess he assumed that the clock time will run. But T.Y. Hilton here bails him out, catches it one-handed on 4 receivers, and I'm like, can I get some wine with this cheese that's happening right now? Because that was the most amazing catch I've ever seen in Madden. And if it ever happened in real life, I would question all that is real. Well, my opponent's driving now. He's in field goal range after that big catch. He just does a draw play, obviously trying to run out the clock a little bit. But it got him down to 11 seconds. He's got 1, maybe 2 more shots at the end zone. But he's out of timeout, so if he just catches the ball and field of play, then I can just run out the clock. Or the clock will probably run out before he can get a field goal. So he goes for the end zone here, and I pick it off. Captain Mudderland saves the day, and now we're going to go into the half without him scoring on us. Kick the ball off to start off the second half, and I'm feeling pretty competitive. It was a nice first half. We're tied, a pretty evenly matched game so far. He's made some mistakes. I made some mistakes. So now we got to head up. We're not down yet. So we got to come out and send a statement in the first drive. And just when I said that, Luke Kuechly gets the pick on T.Y. Hilton. I don't even know why he was out that far, but Luke was covering T.Y. himself this time. No amazing catch. But I come out, I'm already in field goal range, and I'm trying to suck away all that advantage that he had by getting the ball back first at half. And what I do, I throw a pick right back to him. And Davis jumps the route of Steve Smith, and if he was a little bit faster, he may have got downfield and scored a touchdown. And after that, our opponent and I just exchanged punts, and here I am punting from the 1. This is one of the best punts I've ever seen, as a punt from the 1 to the other 1. Don't forget to check out part 2 and see how this game ends, guys. Peace.
I hate first-person shooters. Meteora was nice, but I bought Hybrid Theory twice. Half the cheerleading squad is in the stupor. The only reason I do it